So the Eaton fire is now estimated to be 13,690 acres. It's grown since our morning press conference because the fire is making a run towards the historic Mount Wilson area. We are still at 0% containment, but we now have a better estimation of the number of fire personnel assigned to the incident. We're now at 1,527 personnel assigned, and like this morning, additional mutual aid resources to continue to arrive to assist in the firefight. This morning we did have a firefighter suffer a significant injury in a fall. That firefighter is resting comfortably at an area hospital. He's in stable condition and he is expected to make a full recovery. We now have a confirmation that we have a potential for over 4,000 to 5,000 structures damaged or destroyed.
There are so many active situations here between these two neighborhoods, fire approaching both of these neighborhoods. I've got to tell you, in some cases, you can already see where the brush clearance behind some of these homes has already spared the homes. If the brush clearance wasn't there, if they hadn't cleared the area around their property and their backyards, they would already be on fire. But a fire on Kenneth is now multiple fires. I know it's all one fire. We call it the Kenneth fire. But as I look out the window from the helicopter, there are fires in various directions. We're talking about a large area where there are multiple fires burning and now multiple neighborhoods being touched at the same time. I just want to make that really clear. This isn't like one specific body of flames that these crews are trying to chase. They've already got tankers showing up. They've got helicopters over here. They are trying to flood the zone with structure protection, and they will do so at all costs to save as many structures as possible. But as you're seeing from our pictures, there is already flames surrounded by homes, homes surrounded by flames. At this point, we have not seen any properties actually touched yet, but the threat is imminent. It's already tripled or quadrupled in size. We're talking already comfortably, I can tell you, this has already burned hundreds of acres, and you can see all of the landscaping. Look at all the palm trees in this neighborhood. Look at all of the landscaping. Look at people already trying to get in their cars and getting out of Dodge. It is time to get your essentials and get out now. Grab your pets. Get out now. Yep, that's the, what was that, the County Hawk? I'm sorry, that's a Colson. That's a quick reaction force. The quick reaction force now jumping into action here as that Sikorsky just dropped a couple thousand gallons of water on that hotspot just behind that very large home, is now under the gun. This is just west of the neighborhood.
Your headset's off.
Sorry about that. I should tell you, the reason my audio is cutting out is because the county and the city are sending out emergency alerts, so everybody's cell phone is blaring right now with the updates on the evacuation orders in this neighborhood. And of course, when that happens, it does interfere with our audio. So when you have a body of flames in the middle of these homes, I don't see any homes touched yet, but look at that. There are homes on both sides of this brush area. That was Shady Grove Place, Sloan Place, Newcastle Lane, Melbourne Court. We're talking about two separate areas, so I don't want to confuse everybody. It's a large area now that is an immediate threat. You have two separate neighborhoods that are now being touched by this fire at the exact same time. So you've got one subdivision, Newcastle Lane, Sloan Place right here along Shady Grove Place, and then you have the neighborhood Malibu Canyon, Gates Canyon Park immediately to the west. Some of these fires that are not jumping or spotting are kind of running in to dead ends. They're running out of fuel once they get to the brush clearance, and those houses could be saved because of that brush clearance. That brush clearance buys time for those homeowners and for the fire department to get there, get the structure protection in place, even in a wind-driven fire where it's so easy to jump over a fire break or a road, or even if you've done the proper brush clearance, the wind could easily jump it, but you're still buying time. You're giving yourself every chance. Eden Park Drive between Adamore Road and Thousand Oaks Boulevard. Thousand Oaks Boulevard is the main street that runs through this neighborhood, and there is fire in this community that is brushing right up against these homes.
Devastation out there is catastrophic in California. Thousands of houses, schools, businesses burned to the ground. Communities wiped out, lives lost, families forever changed. They're the worst fires to ever hit Los Angeles, ever. So today I'm announcing that the federal government will cover 100% of the cost for 180 days. This is going to pay for things like debris and hazard material removal, temporary shelters, first responders' salaries, and all necessary measures to protect life and property. And folks, I want to underscore, I told the governor and local officials, spare no expense to do what they need to do and contain these fires and in their communities that have really been devastating. I'm leaving this office very shortly, but it's not about the politics. It's about giving people some sense of security that we're going to be able to get this under control, but it's going to take time. And it's going to take time. And like I said, in the next little bit, we're going to be going back to Congress asking for some more help on some of this stuff. And I hope they're ready to step up because we can afford it. And like I said, we have a little infrastructure bill that's over $1 trillion. It's going to be able to help a little bit.